They're looking all small, trying to run before they crawl. Me, I'm going all out, up against the all. You're up against the clock, up against the clock. Trying to break the doors down, you should've changed the locks. I'ma bring them all down, everybody's up. And I pride when it's showtime, everybody watch. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. It's like they don't wanna see me win, that's cool. Yeah, man, I got this in the bag like school. They're trying to rock the boat, but the ride's too smooth. Cause I'm trying to be the goat, and the vibes don't lose. You guys are old news, and your styles don't ooze. You're going head to head with the guy who won't move. Your tide goes snooze with your blind old views. Yeah, you couldn't walk a yard or a mile in my shoes. Yeah, I'ma smile all the way to the dubs. Cause what's an extra mile if you come from the muds? I'm a wild out, watch me ramp it up. Check my style out, everybody look. I'm like Gordon Ramsay, that's the style I cook. My old thing fancy, I don't give a. I ain't giving up now, till I'm living good now. Won't stop until I'm at top so high, I have to look down. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight. They ain't taking my spot, no way. They ain't taking what I got, no way. I'm in a fight of my life every day, and I ain't stopping now, yo, I'ma carry my weight.
You are the sweetest thing, yeah. I live all the joy you bring, yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back. Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Regrets, oh, I have a few. Yeah. I tried to change what I cannot undo, but I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? 'Cause I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back. Are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more? Yeah, are you ready for more? And I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back. Are you ready? Coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back. Are you ready? For more? Yeah, are you ready for more? Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more?
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss this.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 160 pounds, 5'11" inches tall with a reach of 74.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Insane action. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. So much hype surrounding this big matchup as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Catch and shoot. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Those counter punches have to hurt. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Nope, that jab not going to score. There's a counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down and heats back up. He blocks the right hook. There, hold that thought. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 2. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He's got his gloves up. That's a good idea. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Should we be surprised if these two fighters go the distance tonight, considering how much they've emphasized their physical fitness? He blocks that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. A perfect counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Counter shot. They exchange punches. Well done with that counter shot. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight. Oh, wait a minute! Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. That was the moment!
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
The straight right just misses. Defense is not an option for these two. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Hook misses. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight...
Oh my God, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown. Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
I've never seen a fighter so...
Whoa, Johnny! Whoa! Lights out! It's over! This fight is done! Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I've got to see that again.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you, always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight champ, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Pensacola.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
All right, we see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just cannot wait for this fight to get on.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait. And that's the opening bell, round 1. Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Defense is not an option for these two. You don't want to trade shots. And that hook scores. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. That counter shot lands. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that hook. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Disaster averted.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in their last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't...
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom. Back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Holding nothing back here in the round. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
There's a counter shot. Both of these fighters have the conditioning to go the distance, no problem. They also have the power to end this with one punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. His stamina is off the charts. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. About Roy Jones in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considering maybe throwing in the towel. There's the bell to start round 3. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. To take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. This fighter is sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How'd you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Changes from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Fighter will say no more. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still want to fight?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They exchange punches. They both want a highlight reel knockout. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
They believe they're
And there's the bell to start round 4. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Counter punch. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
A lot of effort being exerted here. That counter punch caught him clean. They have no respect for each other's punching power. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
That time counter shot. Nice punch. Just missed with that hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. All right, Alvarez in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Switch back on, get focused, get your mind back on the job.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Stay focused.
Don't want to lose this fight, do ya?
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man trust it.